Look at the size of this little meatball. Oh yeah, that's the edible part right there.
Sea urchins are small, spiny animals that live all across the world's oceans. They can live in shallow or deep, hot or cold water, and feed on a wide range of foods. Mussels, sea sponges, starfish are all fair game, but the most wholesome sea urchin diet consists of algae. They have spherical bodies covered with spines that, in some species, can reach up to a foot in length. The spines are jointed at the root and assist in protection and movement. The urchin's main mode of transport, though, are its hundreds of adhesive tube feet radiating from around the bottom of its shell up to its mouth. The minority of species are venomous, and only one species, the innocuously named flower urchin, has been known to be deadly.
Gonna catch some sea urchin?
Give some sea urchin.
The kit for catching sea urchins is extremely simple. First off, you'll need goggles. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Second, you'll want a knife. Really, anything hard and slender will work though. You can use a screwdriver or even a spoon. Anything that can pry. Next, you'll want a bag. Something breathable or meshy works best. You want to be carrying the sea urchins with you, not the water. And that's it. All you need are goggles, a knife, and a bag, and you're ready to get amongst it. So how do you do it? Safety first. Depending on the location and type of the sea urchins you're going after, this activity can be dangerous. Watch out for currents that could take you over or into rocks, and keep your knife sheathed or closed when you're not using it. The spines of sea urchins themselves are not venomous, but they can be painful if you don't handle them gently. Gloves are a good addition to your kit if you have them. Sea urchins are largely nocturnal, so they hide in the crevices between rocks during the day. Once you spot one, swim down to it and push your implement underneath its body, then pry it off whatever it's holding on to. Some sea urchins are stuck on the rocks or in their crevices very strongly, and others aren't. If you're in a place with many sea urchins, you'll be able to find an easier, more vulnerable one down the line. If one is stuck really tightly in a crevice, I find it best to move on. It's not worth your energy, and you don't want to damage an animal that you're not going to eat. You'll pretty much never have to cut the sea urchin. Just get underneath of it, pry it off, and put it in your bag. Once you've harvested enough to fill your bag or your stomach, you're ready to prepare them to eat.
More or less, there's an edible part, and you have to get it out of the sea urchin.
What we're after is the yellow-orange sea urchin roe, or eggs. Sea urchins, like all other organic matter, begin deteriorating as soon as they die, so you'll want to prepare the urchins soon after they're out of the water. Cutting a large, circular hole around the underside of the urchin is the best way to keep the edible part intact. But if you're not worried about presentation, I find it quickest and easiest to make 2 cuts into the shell of the urchin, allowing you to simply break it in half to retrieve the meat.
And voila! Now there's a lot of stuff, goopy stuff in there. You can just dump that out. If you're by the ocean, you can rinse it out with water, with ocean water. It doesn't really matter. The only part that we want from the inside of the part that you can see there, it's a little bit yellow.
You can use a spoon to
There you
retrieve
go.
the edible,
Nice.
reproductive part of the
That's
animal,
good looking.
but I find that using your fingers can be more effective, especially because the roe is quite
Your
delicate.
fingers are almost the best utensil. And there's another one right there.
Across most of the world, sea urchins are eaten raw. In different countries, raw urchins are complemented by different ingredients. Lemon, oil, soy sauce, and wasabi are all used. In the Mediterranean region, sea urchin is also used to flavor sauces.
I like to eat them with soy sauce. My Brazilian roommate has them with lime and salt, which is really good too. I don't have any limes though. It's a great taste. It's like a buttery seafood.